What's happening, guys? Well, thank you for coming to live tonight. Just home for a wee blather, see how you all are. I'll just let it kick in a wee bit. Hope you all can hear me. Well, folks, it's been a busy week. All week, big new things happening. I'm currently out and about with my brother Barry, creating content, and as I say, we're bringing new ideas to the channel. Be going about exploring like Edinburgh, the housing schemes in Edinburgh and stuff like that. So we know within the YouTube world, Edinburgh's not really been covered through YouTube, and the housing schemes and the poverty, addiction and kind of lifestyle in Edinburgh. No one's ever touched on that. It's always been Glasgow. But as I say, I'm looking forward to that wee venture. So that's coming up very shortly. And there'll be some Scottish viewers, there'll be a few known faces. As I say, my brother Barry stayed in Edinburgh for over 2004 to 2012, about 11 years. He stayed in Edinburgh, down in Leith. And as I say, met and ran about the well-known characters within the area. But as I say, he is now back in Falkirk this time with family, and done well. He stayed out of trouble for a few years now, and you get on with things just like my other brother Paul. So, as I say, we'll be down Falkirk first. Like, we'll walk about the housing schemes, meeting people, talk to people that I've run into in the past, and talk now, but just talk about the olden days and how like the heroin and cocaine and all that kind of took over Falkirk in the early 2000s, right up until the present day. A lot of missed friends, lost friends through the drugs, and that's what I'm saying. People don't realise in the central belt, Falkirk has got a very, very high rate of drugs overdoses for a small town. But as I say, the next coming weeks we will be out and about, and it'll not be pre-recorded, it'll be live. So, you know what I mean? There'll be no editing, it'll just be pure live on camera, walking about and talking. Yep. Then, as I say, we'll go to the gym, where we'll be taking part in pad work, and just getting fit in general, and build the muscle back up in the heart, get the blood rushing through the body and that, just to kind of so moving forward to it. There's a lot of people that want to come and do the kind of recovery walks and that with us within the Falkirk area. So that's good. Then I'll say we're good to Edinburgh. I'm looking forward to Edinburgh. Edinburgh's a great city. A lot of things to see, sights, stuff like that. and the addiction side of it is just a view. You know, people think Glasgow is the toughest city in Scotland. I beg to differ. But I can. People didn't understand that Aberdeen, Dundee, places like that, they are just rough and ready, just in Glasgow. Because the Aberdeen and Edinburgh and they kind of cities, you get a lot of gangs coming up to like Birmingham and places like that. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of tough cookies in Glasgow. It's just kind of mainly two families. You know what I mean? It can control the place through there. But Edinburgh, it's a mixture. Aberdeen and Dundee is the same. Aberdeen and Dundee is mere Liverpool. People that Liverpool and stuff like that, they head up towards what Aberdeen and Dundee used to say in that, Wolverhampton, all that kind of places, you know what I mean? So you get to meet a different culture, and it's you learn a total different things, and the way of life and the way they conduct themselves and behave and stuff like that, you know, and it's just an education, you know, an education. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. The channel used to open on the day. Let's say you've been targeted by jealousy, hatred, and stuff like that over the last 3-4 years for I don't know what reason. I don't know any of them. I didn't want to know any of them. You know what I mean? They just want to warn me what I'm doing. The words up from the message. You know what I mean? And that's it really. I'm just looking forward to the next couple of weeks. Now, this all started way back in 2019, 18 I think it was. And Dan G on his first podcast with James English. That's how it all kind of kicked off. Back and forth videos made. And it was pure stupid. Honestly. So after that it just kind of kicked right off, and certain people started jumping on the bandwagon and stirring the pot and usual suspects, but see everything that was kind of sorted out and put to bed and stuff like water off a duck's back. Contacted them, things were sorted out, and we just leave it that way. It was just a stupid thing that I done. Just angry. Me being me, you know what I mean, somebody was targeting a Scottish person, so me no be able to control myself after shouting and bawling. And somebody shared it to Don and said Don made a reply, blah blah blah. And that was way back to 2018, 2019. But as I say, I always sorted it now. I'm glad to know she. Then you'll say in 2016 I was watching Facebook one day and I just seen this big fucking idiot John shouting a bit mental health and all that, and I was doing something blows up drugs at this time. So I'll say I just like money videos anyway, personally, now that I met a guy, I just say like the funny videos. And that was it. And about 6 months later, I got a message on my Facebook page for a guy shouting about Deca and stuff like that. Tell him I was none of them interested, pal. I didn't know him, no interested, don't want to know him. I just fucking liked his fucking video he was training, he was running, jogging. And as I say, this guy continued to tell me what it was all about and what had been done with him, boom, 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 boom. Now that right fair play, blocked the guy, never spoke to him again. Then all of a sudden, it continued. I mean, I don't know why. But the next minute, with 2, 3, 4 of them, we all know what it is, jumped on the bandwagon, started shouting at the rods and blah blah blah. But they kind of people are just kind of, I don't know, you know what I mean, they're just no right head, you know what I mean? And you just ignore them. I learned to ignore them from my heart failure and the spiritual failure. Within my podcast with Joey Burnett, give him a wee follow, food stuff. Joey's a good guy. Got a guy from London, jumped on the bandwagon and stuck up for me. He's joined by school and others. And so, you've got to take that after you guys, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, they do, it was just lies and bullshit. It was stupid fucking podcast war and they didn't want to be the biggest podcaster and fucking blah 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 at the time that, eh? And because I'd done a podcast with shit, Sandu and Kevin Lean and stuff like that, you know what I mean, those other guys getting jealous and the next minute it all went bonkers. Subject is all about how I'm thinking the channel forward now, ignoring all the haters basically, right? And what the videos coming up, seeing my brother, I'm doing a bit Ember and stuff like that. Block him, right? The brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hear me? But man, it's just the same material, going out and about places, you know what I mean? And videoing about the different cultures and different lifestyles and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Here's I think one of my mods taking a block, one of the trolls there, you know what I mean? He was sitting in the chat there for a while. Aye, no bother. But aye, as I say, but but the subject is just about how we're going to take the channel forward and ignore the haters, you know what I mean? And just do the training videos, get into schemes in Falkirk and show them about the area and what Falkirk's like to sell. Because where Falkirk's situated in the Sentinel Belt, there are a lot of tough places and things go on in Falkirk just now and you get sorted out, you know what I mean? But what I really want to concentrate on is going to Edinburgh. They always did, Bubba 420, bro. You know what I mean? You just ignore them, man. You know what I mean? Aye, Edinburgh, sorry. I want to go to Edinburgh because nobody's really done Edinburgh. Nobody's approached Edinburgh. I mean, they've all approached Glasgow and that and come on, fuck. You know what I mean? Sick of hearing the stories in Glasgow. You know what I mean? no disrespecting them, but you know what I mean? We want to hear Edinburgh, because Edinburgh's got a right nitty gritty, you know what I mean? Right serious fucking past about it, you know what I'm talking about? Where people, Edinburgh, my brother stayed in Edinburgh, in the Leaf, for about 12 years. I used to go back and fucking forward all the time, and running about the certain people and stuff like that. But my brother's wanting to come on the channel anyway, and talk about things, and we'll go through Edinburgh, we'll go to Bolton, Granton, Nidtree, Brimhouse, Muirhouse, all these certain areas, and show the people that Edinburgh is a very, very dangerous fucking city. And it's, you've got to remember the history of Edinburgh, you know what I mean? It's a city built on top of another city. You had the grave robbers and the guy that used to sell the bodies and all that, you know what I mean? The history through there is fantastic. Then as I say, you've got the addiction side and all that kind of stuff in Edinburgh, you know what I mean? Like transporting, if you want to put it that way. Alright, that side, way up to far, hope you're all well, hope you're all blessed. You know what I mean? And people from Edinburgh are really friendly, you know what I mean? Really, really friendly. I've got a lot of good pals through that area. Aye man, aye. That's it, 420 innit? As I say, so that's what I'm concentrating on doing. There's a good few boxing gyms through Edinburgh, I know. You know what I mean? People don't realise that there are a lot of really hard people in Edinburgh, boxing wise, you know what I mean? Actual fighters and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like your Alex Arthur and your Brad Royals and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And he trained a lot of good fighters in Edinburgh too, you know what I mean? And as I say, it's just the history of the place, you know what I mean? When I used to go through my brothers in Edinburgh, I always said that when we used to walk about all around Edinburgh and that, you never ever see the same thing twice in Edinburgh. You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning and you walk up, leave walk, and it's just like, you know what I mean? A total different day. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow, you never ever see the same thing. And it's amazing. You know what I mean? It doesn't get the credit it's due. But that's the good thing about Edinburgh. Like Glasgow kind of promote their crime world and all that, you know what I mean, with slashings and all that kind of stuff. Where Edinburgh, they didn't promote it, they don't, you know what I mean, they keep it to themselves. That's why we never see it on the news, you know what I mean, or anything like that. But there's actually more, I'd say there's more carry on going on in Edinburgh than there are Glasgow, you know what I mean, to be honest with you. It's just that they don't boast about it, they don't shout about it, you know what I mean, and they keep avoiding it. And it's nothing against Glaswegians or anything like that, because I've got a good Glaswegian friend of myself, pardon me, it's just the truth, you know what I mean? And Aberdeen is one hard city too, you know what I mean? And Dundee, you've got to remember, Aberdeen and Dundee and places like that, they're all fishermen and like people like that, you know what I mean? So you've got to be hardy people to be good out in the North Sea and all the crab pots and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's like farmers, you know what I mean? Farmers, man, they're solid, and they're crazy up there too. They're crazy up there. Aberdeen had a football casual, and they were actually the most feared football casual in Scotland at one time. Then I say Hibs kind of took a reputation there, being the hardest casual in Scotland. But don't get twisted when it comes to Aberdeen. Aberdeen and Dundee are very, very dangerous guys. Like Fifers and all the Fifers and that. You know what I mean? Scotland's got a lot of tough areas. You know what I mean? And just when they get the credit, it's due. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And that's where I want to get into the side of walking about with the camera and showing it and talking to people that have been in jail with and stuff like that. You know what I mean? For some of like this. You know what I mean? They all love and respect you. You know what I mean? They still remember you years ago when you were in the jail. You know what I mean? And as I say, fucking, that's what you want. You know what I mean? You just want that love and respect back and meet these guys again and, you know, talk about it and make good content. You know what I mean? You hear real life stories, real life addiction, real life poverty and see it for yourself for that. You know what I mean? And as I say, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. Me knowing myself that I felt one person, you know, do it is alone. You know what I mean? Satisfying. You know, do it. Then it's good to give back. You know what I mean? It's good to give back for something like this. People start to respect you in your community again. You know, do it. I see all the toes are kicking there. See that? My mods are right on them. And bye-bye. And they wear the white box. And you know, do it. But aye, so as I say, I go to Edinburgh, total respect, speak to the guys, you know, walk about with them, and just show you, you know, what I mean, a different side of Scotland and the YouTube world, you know what I mean? Because when you look at all the podcasters, right, it's all Glasgow boys that's on it. And some of them I know, and some of them are well good guys, you know what I mean? But you didn't get guys like, as I say, like the Aberdeen, Dundee, and Edinburgh coming on and talking about it. And they've got the reason why that is, you know what I mean? Because they like to keep it to themselves, you know what I mean? And it's not about showing off or want to be known or want to be famous or anything like that. People just deal with things in a different way, you know what I mean? Some people like to talk about their past trauma and some people didn't. You know what I mean? But you need to actually get it all out, you know what I mean? And talk to people about the past trauma and your experience in life. Because if you didn't, then that's when you start thinking these stupid thoughts, you know what I mean? Then, before you know it, you're on the drugs, or you're on the crime, or you're on your ride down the road. Yeah, prison cell, you know what I mean? You just didn't want that for anybody, you know what I mean? Yep, Baba, 100% man. The first part of recovery is admitting it to yourself. You know, when you go to admit to yourself, you get there. We can all say we're in recovery, we're all doing this, we're all doing that. But it's admitting it. Then you get there. Then you keep on the flow of a positive attitude in life, you know what I mean? And that's the way you get and respect and, you know, a bit of moral back in your life, you know what I mean? And that's what I've done, you know. I never lied, I never denied anything, you know what I mean? Took in the chin, you know what I mean? But all I've done is rebuilt my life back up and gave back to the community. And that took me, you know what I mean? But where I'm paying for, I never ever committed a crime in that area. Once I reached the age of 16, it was like when I went into folk itself, that's when everything happened, you know what I mean? And it was just bonkers, man, you know what I mean? As I say, if you Google Falkirk, Scotland, sorry, and you look at Falkirk, you see the size of Falkirk, it's massive, you know what I mean? It's like Edinburgh's 20 mile that way, Glasgow's 30, you know what I mean? Everything's 20 mile away, and we're stuck in the middle, so everyone's got to come through us, you know what I mean? Then it's crazy. But that's it, you've got to be stronger than ever, and it's all about training the mind, you know what I mean? It's all about training the mind and telling yourself that you can do it and don't be ashamed and don't be afraid if anybody looks at you looks at you or thinks of you or anything like that. Just be yourself, you know what I mean? And that's what's wrong with folk nowadays, man. People nowadays can't, like, express their feelings and emotions and stuff like that because they're seen as weak, you know what I mean? Where it's not about that, you know what I mean? It's about getting all that out, you know what I mean? A kid and pal, ended up alive. I just pressed the like button, mate. But that's it, mate. And that's it. You know what I mean? And that's how I like going away, like outdoors and camping and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's to challenge the brain, you know what I mean? To challenge the brain and the mental health and the fact that you've got a purpose in life to live, you know what I mean? And fight for and stuff like that. Because there's mental health and like addiction and stuff like that. It's serious. People don't actually realise how bad it is, you know what I mean? And until you sit down with people and you start talking about it and hear their stories and stuff like that, that's when you go, wait a minute, man, you know what I mean? This is really bad. And when you think about like the crack cocaine that's going about today, right? There have been 2 deaths in Scotland, Glasgow, with crack cocaine mixed with spice, cannabinoid spice. Come on, fuck, man, you know what I mean? So you're putting crack out there, but you're also putting spice in with the crack. Now, that's a fucking serious combination. Then when you put your fake diazepam and your fake pregabalin and the methadone and all that on top of it, that's a heavy cocktail, you know what I mean? And no wonder Scotland and Glasgow has got the top rate for death rates for heroin users and drug users in Glasgow, you know what I mean? The knife crime and violence and all that, that's calmed down. It seems to be Edinburgh that's coming out now, you know what I mean? Because it's a new breed, isn't it? It's a different generation. People, the youth are grown up and they're like, no, I'm not doing it anymore, man. I mean, we want to make money. And it's all new drugs that's getting manufactured to be put into our children's bodies, basically, you know what I mean? And you've got all these different gangs selling it. They're selling the vapes with the THC in them. And that's got spice too, you know what I mean? So, you go to look at these guys and go, wait a minute, man. You're normally, you are buying this stuff. No one buying it. And you're giving it to your own people. You know what I mean? So we're killing our own people. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense at all. Does not make sense one bit. You know what I mean? But, as I say, it doesn't make, drug dealers don't give a fuck nowadays. You know what I mean? It's all about the Rolex and the fucking gold watch and the fast car and bump, bump, bump. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's sad. And no law of it. No morals, no nothing. But anyway, guys, it was just a wee quick video, a wee quick live to let you know about what's coming up in the next few weeks on the channel. We'll be out and about, getting into different schemes, as I say, getting into different wee kind of boxing gyms, boxing clubs, having a wee bit of pad work and a wee bit of bad work, same as growing, having a chat with people and getting the message further afield. And I will be walking about giving out leaflets, t-shirts. We'll give them t-shirts out, but we'll have hoodies and t-shirts and that made up for grin and showing the people. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for 25 in there at the chat. That was brilliant. You know what I mean? I'll still got 4 in. I'm going to give a fuck for winning. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm here to help people. I'm not here to make money. Nothing like that. So, as I say, guys, thanks for your time. And I say, take safe, be blessed, and have a good night, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks now. Bye.